It is Red Monday, but more of that in a second. I'm Neil Atkinson, this is Craig Hannan. It is your Talking Reds today, and we are going to be getting stuck into the Merseyside derby, something for everybody to look forward to. But first and foremost, Craig, how much did you enjoy Saturday? We were all having a nice little chat at 2-0. It was very much about, anything but the football. And then all of a sudden, the sending off happens, the goal happens, and we're back in 2-1 Liverpoolian purgatory.
I said to my mate, it feels too calm. It feels too sensible, all of this, like when we were 2-0 up. Like it felt as if, especially after the result that had happened beforehand, because where were you when you were watching that game? Were you in the pub watching it, like when everyone, it went off and John Joe Shelby?
Yeah, I was on the train coming back from Bury, where I'd done a little chat, and by the way, if you're anywhere near Bury North, go and give James Frith a helping hand, knock on some doors for him, he's a good man. But I was on the train coming back from Bury, and it was one of them where, I suddenly sat on the train like I was on Alton Towers, like I was on a ride, I was like, I had a thing over me.
Looking round.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what's happening?
Can't really move me neck anymore. When it went 2-2, I went all the way through, I was thinking, they're going to score. City will score, De Bruyne scores. I was like, yeah, that's going to happen. And then Shelby scores, and I went, like a meerkat.
Yeah. It was one of them when De Bruyne scores and he scores that goal, you're like, fair enough, what a goal. Like, what do you say to that?
If someone gives you the full Yubauer, you've got to accept it.
You can't really get annoyed about that. And then John Joe Shelby just does that. It's like, fucking hell. It's like what you're saying, you're like looking up. I was just like vibrating within myself. I hope no one makes a gif of that. They're gonna, aren't they?
I hope they do. Craig Hannan oscillating.
But for that reason, it was just get 3 points. I don't care how, I don't care in what manner we do it. Or that's what I was saying until the 82nd minute, and then the 82nd minute I thought I was going to have a heart attack, really. It was awful. But we just needed to get the 3 points, and we did. And at half time, I texted my dad, and he was saying, we're not playing well here, but we're 2-0 up. And I was like, I actually texted, I think I texted him saying, it's pretty easy at the minute, isn't it? What a fucking gobshite I am.
I went through this phases of this journey of being really annoyed they weren't making it 3 until about 70, and then I was like, you were right all along. You were right all along. It's going to be, honestly, well, in Liverpool, you've sort of called this one, you've managed this one perfectly. What the fuck's the keeper doing?
And do you know what? If you're in neutral, that last 20 minutes is everything you want from that game, isn't it? Really, the whole Alisson standing waiting. I don't know. Have you talked about this in any show yet?
Oh yeah, it's mad that he doesn't just get off.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It's like he's arguing the toss.
It's so funny. It's so funny. I was like.
Look at it again on the telly. Lad, you did this.
Honestly, and do you know what? There was a point where. And it was until they scored from the free kick, I was thinking to myself, do you know what? If we're still 2-0 up at this stage, I kind of understand how, it's mad what he does, but I kind of understand. There's a little bit of me that understands it, because he's thinking, well, do you just take the 1 game ban and make sure it's 2-0? And I think he did that. But then he didn't, because they scored from the free kick.
It was mad how the free kick was taken. One of my highlights of the game, but also one of my biggest concerns, was immediately after the free kick. And I don't think it came over on any television, whatever you were watching. Jordan Henderson has an unbelievably aggressive 60-second argument with Martin Atkinson in their half from the kickoff. And he's right up in Martin Atkinson's face, and he's pointing at him, and he's telling him this, and he's telling this, and he's pointing at locations around the pitch, and he's absolutely relentless. And Martin Atkinson's quite feebly going, get back in your own half, and he's going, no. I was thinking, Jordan, don't get sent. Do not get sent here. The last thing we need is to go down to 9 in this instance.
And do you know what? I think someone needs to get pictures of Adrian's face, through that sort of last 20 minutes, because he did some amazing facial expressions when I watched it back yesterday. There's one when he scored and he's like, and then there's one where he saves it and he's like, and then there's the Lallana one. Lallana heads it back, unbelievable header, last minute, calm as you like, just heads it back to Adrian, and Adrian just does this. Someone needs to get just a timeline of Adrian's faces.
All of his faces. Comic. All of his faces through the game. I thought actually at 2-1, I thought Wijnaldum and Henderson were great. I despised almost everybody else who's ever played for Liverpool at that stage of proceedings. But I thought that Wijnaldum and Henderson were absolutely brilliant in terms of sort of ensuring that things were getting shut down. Honestly, as a man who is very much on record as loving Divock Origi to pieces, I wanted to throw him in the sea at times during that last 10.
I don't think he really knew what his purpose was. Like in life, not just as a footballer. He sort of was like, right, what am I doing? Why am I here?
Oh, he's just bobbling about the gap.
He wasn't even chasing down things. He just sort of like, he'd run to someone and go, well, that's enough now. And then he'd run to someone else. It was just...
Fucking go and do channels, dickhead. I need someone to do channels for me right now.
Someone, just even stay up. Like, stay up there. There was times where, like, he was coming back and I'm like, lad, your purpose in this game is to be the furthest man forward. I don't need you fucking defending.
Let Divock come in here, come close. Let's have a big chat about the phrase focal point at this stage of proceedings. Listen, post-match pint was really, really good. Let's get over.
There were positive things to take from it. Obviously, I mentioned Van Dijk already. I mean, at both ends of the pitch, he was superb again, wasn't he?
He was outstanding, yeah. I thought him and Lovren had a decent game. To be fair, sometimes the full-backs can get caught bombing on a little bit too much, but the two-headed goals from Van Dijk were outstanding, especially when he backed him first goal like I did. So that's a little Christmas bonus there. So we know what he get from Van Dijk. He's just one of the best defenders on the planet right now, if not the best. I'm thankful he plays for our team and no one else's, mate.
Midfield as well, Phil. I mean, obviously lots of talk in the build-up to the game about missing Fabinho, and no doubt we do, because he's been fantastic for us. But I thought it was telling that at the end of the game there, like, Gini was absolutely goosed. He'd put a shift in, hadn't he?
There was a sprint he made with about 91st, 92nd minute, and I think he sprinted past Manny to go and close someone down, and I think he stopped and then he went, I shouldn't have done that. Really, I regret doing that, and he tried to go back in his position, he was done.
So that's Brighton dealt with, and made up. We've got Everton next. Made up. Do you know why? Because we've been spending all this time, we've played 14, won 13, drawn 1, and we've been spending all this time fretting about the league. And every game's must win because of the league, and everything's about that. Well, the wonderful thing about Merseyside derbies at Anfield is Merseyside derbies at Anfield are must win, regardless of the league. So it's almost like I don't give a fuck about the league, really. We're building up to Wednesday night. I mean, I'm really looking forward to winning the thing. I think we've put ourselves in a great position. There's still loads of work to do. You know, it doesn't get better than this, but there's still loads of work to do. But almost park that Wednesday night's its own crazy adventure, and it involves beating Everton.
Yeah, and I remember last season, I thought that Divock Origi scoring in the manner that he did would be the best way to beat Everton. But actually, do you know what? It might just be being 9 points clear and beating Everton. Do you know what I mean?
Could be like an advance.
And just bulleting Silva. See you later, lad. Do you know what I mean? That's probably the best way.
You know what? I did feel sorry for him Sunday. Genuinely did feel a bit like he set up the team pretty well. They've done all right. They've gone there.
They have done all right. Yeah.
That picture of him where it go and the decision and the look on his face and the fact that he genuinely might have, and I completely understand that this is not a machismo thing at all, because I'd be the same. He's got a form of tears in his eyes there, and I genuinely did feel like, oh, right, it's our being Everton manager.
There's a part of me that quite likes him, and that's a very weird thing to say about an Everton fan. Yeah, he's got a lovely face, and I actually think there's a good manager in there. I think he's probably a good manager, just not at Everton, because it's a mad place to be a manager, and it's just so there's 2% of me that feels a bit sorry for him.
But there's 98% of you laughing.
Having a big laugh. And it was a funny one when we were in the taxi last night and sort of keeping an eye on the score. And there is, in terms of the league, there's the aspect of you that wants, Leicester to drop some points at some stage. I think they will tail off in the second half of the season, but I'd just rather them start tailing off now, ASAP, really.
Really?
Yeah. Just fuck off, to be honest. Let us just be 11 points clear or whatever. But there also was a really funny aspect of them scoring the winner, wasn't there?
I mean,
we won either way, didn't we?
What are we all in it for? If not, and that goes the other way around. Gareth, who normally does this, and I hope he gets well soon. He's fine, by the way. He'll be back for Wednesday. What would be the point of a Merseyside derby without him? But Gareth, who does Monday's Talking Reds, he always says everyone wants to do the thing where we're like, everyone goes arsed. And you're meant to go, no. Whereas the reality is, the purpose of the enterprise is, I am bothered by Everton. I want to see Everton not do well,
100%.
and I want them to think that we want us not to do well. I'm more than happy, if Everton won something, I'd probably send a couple of Blues a text message and say, well, then you deserve that, yada, years of hurt. But the flip side is, I'm delighted when they go out of any competition. But exactly, literally, that's the purpose of the enterprise, and it should be for them as well. They should be desperate to beat Liverpool on Wednesday, because if not, what's the point?
Well, you and I both like to listen to Everton podcasts whenever they get beat.
Absolutely.
And
really big loss, Matt Jones not doing the Blue Room on Sunday, but he is where he is. He's Liverpool's best broadcaster.
Yeah,
Go on.
do you know what? I messaged him actually. The Blue Room is a fucking brilliant podcast. And it's a shame that I only listen when they get beat. but when they do get beat, they're incredible at analysing it and sort of breaking it down and telling the story of what it is to be an Everton fan at the minute, because it sounds fucking shite. But I felt there was an aspect of them that sort of felt sorry, an aspect of me that sort of felt a little bit sorry for them, because they probably deserved a draw, and I haven't even seen the game. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. What's Red Monday?
Red Monday is basically we're just ripping the arse out of Black Friday.
Class act, aren't we?
Yeah. All the merch online is 25% off. It'll continue to be until midnight tonight, and then we're not doing any more sales, to be honest. Patrick's going to be downstairs. He's like Santa's little elf at the minute. He's just I think he lives down there now, just packaging up things and sending them out, and probably won't see him for 3 days after Red Monday.
There's that. So Red Monday gets stuck into that, but also the gift card subscriptions. A lot of you do like the Anfield wrap, thankfully. Excellent stuff, keep it up. But you also want to be able to recommend it to other people. Well, there's a really good opportunity. Get people the gift card subscriptions for Christmas and go from there. We were at the James Milner Foundation dinner last night. It was nice, we had a lovely time, and it transpires that off the back of a little chat, Jurgen Klopp says he watches some of the videos but he doesn't subscribe. Don't be like Jurgen. Jurgen gets a lot of things right, but he's getting that one wrong. Get on board with the
I told him
wrap.
so, to be fair.
Yeah, you did. You were very no nonsense with him.
It's like a £7.
Yeah, shit house.
Come on.
Yeah, just honestly, he's a great man, but he needs to rethink his position on that one. Also of note, Pep Linders watches the videos, he says, but he likes it when they don't go belong 12 minutes. That's been Talking Reds. I'm Neil Atkinson. That's Craig Hannan. See you later.